Mr. Roscoe? How's it going? You hear some background noise? You're tremoring, I know. It's all right. You wild boy? Hey? He's gonna dart off. Go on. Well, that's not much of a dart off movement, but he does hear some sounds that even I can't hear. Smart boy, and yet still learning. What's up guys, the Strong Boys 19 here. So this is going to be a personal, random type of talking video of addressing things that has been on my mind for some time, and I thought I would spread it out with you guys. So the biggest noticeable thing that has been coming through for my YouTube channel was the continuation for album reviews, which I still do love to do, because, you know, I love music, and to talk about whatever inspirational and yet new or previous era piece of music that I want to talk about. But the downside to that is the thing that I have looked at on my videos lately is the biggest lack of new albums, and that has not been as active or as heavily productive like it was last year. 2022 was an amazing year for new albums. It still is. And 2023 is the same thing, no exception. And I find myself thinking, have I been losing interest? Have I thought of not doing new album reviews just as actively? I want to say the slow work for me of not reviewing new albums has been, you know, so much of a constant thing. And I don't feel as inspired enough to talk about new music for this year. Don't worry, guys. There is the positivity in me that I am still going to be talking about music of some new albums, but it's not going to be as, you know, very frequent. Roscoe. Crazy boy. But anyways, and being away from doing those types of reviews is, I think, what makes it a lot better for me. Now, just because I have said these things does not mean that, obviously, I don't like it anymore. I do like to talk about new albums. There are some that I've been listening to that are going to be new favourites for the year so far, as we are heading forwards to the end of the first half of 2023. But I think it suits me better, like a lot better, to still listen to music for new material, but to not make it as active. And I've been buying a lot of albums through previous eras of music. What suits me better is to continue new album reviews, but I want to be as passionate and as inspired enough to talk about discographies that are at the moment incomplete, and to review classic albums a lot more. There is going to be a video where I would share with you guys my favourite albums of the year so far, and in terms of the new upcoming end of the year list, I don't think it's at all going to be as massive, because when I reviewed a lot of albums from 22, it was just crazy. I have talked about so many albums, but I think for this year I want to make it as easy for me as possible to either do a top 15 or just a top 10, because you know, there's still a lot to digest and to discover, as music is always a huge thing for discovery on material to be as creative and what interests my music taste in general. Also, another thing that I want to point out is I've mentioned this at some point through a previous live stream to you guys. A few videos of doing some guitar related content, and that has not been a bad idea in the first place, actually. And you know, most of my YouTube content that I love watching, besides some gamers, some of them have been so addictive for me because I've been a huge fan of content from Andertons to Rabea Massad and That Pedal Show and Rob Scallon, JHS Pedals, etc. And this was making me wonder of doing not as productive, but some decent amount of content on the gear that I have, to pedals that I have. And I remember that I have done a video some years back of the pedal board that I did have, and most of my pedals today are still the same stuff. And now that the pedal board has been, you know, updated for a long while now, I thought I might as well maybe do one, and also to do some video of testing some recording of the pedals that I have, and you know, see what I can come up with. Maybe just a show and tell / demo video of the updated pedal board that I have, and maybe a few guitar videos from my collection. But I will point this as well, that I'm not a musician that wants to show off. I don't really like to have an ego, and yet I do feel extremely lucky to have what I have. I don't want to be a content creator, being a musician, where I want to boast and brag about stuff, just because that I've been a very busy, working hard type of musician. And also the stuff that I am doing with Hardgraft has been mega busy, and that is also another reason why I haven't been as, you know, creatively productive to do a lot of album reviews. Some more vlogs will be coming in the future, because the last one was pretty fun, and thank you guys so much who have been watching the latest few vlogs and enjoyed them. Well, I've posted my last vlog a few months back, which was the first since over a year ago. But anyways, that's all I would like to personally say about this type of feeling that I want to, you know, cast out on camera. It's a positive thing that I do like to accept change of what suits me better, as that I've been doing this type of thing for occasional reasons and moments previously through my YouTube channel. I'm going to leave it here, guys, and I just want to say thank you very much for you on your generous support and the amazing continuing growth, and welcome to the new subscribers. And you have no idea that it still is as cliche to say these things, but yet it's just as important, as you guys have made it as possible, because I'm just a geezer, you know, making videos as a hobby. And you know, your continuing growth of comments and likes to liking stuff that I do makes it even better. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll keep you guys posted for more videos in the near future.